Times have changed, guys, especially when you look at my hair. See this, guys? It's getting a little longer. But you know what hasn't changed? MLS flopping in the quarterfinals of the CONCACAF Champions League. Now that's some juicy bit right there. Let's just get started. Elaine United versus Philadelphia Union. And just like CCL fashion, there was a lot of fights in this game. Pedro Santos even started bleeding one moment in the game. No goals in the first half, but a lot of that did change in the second half. Shibilko, he did own the second half, scoring in the 57th and 73rd minutes. And when Atlanta were a goal down, they started throwing themselves away and all over the place, which opened the gap for Philadelphia to capitalize. And then in the 86th minute, Fontana scores, and 3-0 Philadelphia is what it ended the game. Just like quarterfinal fashion, Atlanta United are down 3 goals, and this time it's not even from a Liga MX team, it's an MLS team. And props to Philadelphia, because I actually didn't see them making it to the semifinals, especially as a first-year team. Even though it was Philadelphia's game, it was really Andre Blake's and Shibilko's game, because Blake having tons of save, keeping the team in the game, and Shibilko for just scoring the goals, you know, MVP right there. But Andre Blake really keeping the momentum of the game, keeping great, impressive saves, especially in the beginning when Jurgen Damm was chasing after the ball. He was like about to score, then Blake is like, "No, big roll, big ball." It's like I said before, 3-0 is what it ended, and I mean, you gotta feel bad for Atlanta. I mean, this is literally just, you're to the point where it's just like, this is literally a curse. Or maybe it's just a tradition. Maybe it is. Yeah, every year we celebrate Atlanta United going 3-0 in the second leg. It should be interesting in the second leg, even though I'm pretty sure it's Philadelphia, so hey, it's alright, Atlanta, because you know who's going to be joining you? Toronto. Because we have Toronto versus Kuru Susu. 3rd minute, Kuru Susu scores an amazing curler on the box. And what is Altidore even doing? Mate can talk smack all over Twitter, yet he can't even like defend a guy who's literally like less than 3 feet away. Like, bruh. After that, Toronto managed to organize themselves in the front. Something that Atlanta couldn't do. And Osorio, he does score in the 28th minute. Now remember how I said Toronto's front organized themselves? Well, the defense couldn't, which led to Kuru Susu scoring. But in a surprising manner, it was called off. Now, there was a handball argument with Osorio blocking the ball. You know, when you're trying to kick it, you know, he was just a scaredy cat and just like, it was a terrible impression. I do admit, that is a penalty in my books. But when the ref looked at it, he called it a no penalty and called it a corner. Now that's new from CONCACAF. Mostly when it's CONCACAF, you just say, hey, that's penalty. You just go straight ahead. But it doesn't really matter because Kuru Susu does score in the 34th minute by a scrambling defense by Toronto. Their defense was terrible, but it wasn't like terrible. Like, this game could have, Kuru Susu could have scored about 9 goals, give and take. But Kuru Susu does score in the 58th minute, and 1-3 is what it ended. For Toronto FC, it was fun while it lasted, to be honest. Maybe Forge could have done better. For second leg, it's probably going to be Uma Montaña para Escalar. Is that good? That was terrible. Give that 6 Portuguese. For Toronto and Atlanta, I mean, goodbye, I guess. I'm going to hand over to tomorrow, Jason. Back to you, Jason.
Thanks, Jason.
First, we begin with Columbus Crew versus Monterey. Loba scores in the 9th minute between a Crew's player leg after he slipped. Already for a good start for Columbus. Now after this, Columbus attack started to come, but unfortunately, luck and them not taking chances really played into this game. Then Pedro Santos scored in the 65th minute to tie it up. And then BWP, yes, that guy who couldn't play a CCL game for LAFC.
Okay, I need to stop, man. I need to stop.
But like I said, he did score, but it was called off for being offside by VAR. Now that's something you don't. Then, when all hope seemed lost, Lucas Zelarayan scored against his former arch rivals in the 87th minute. But then, but then in the second minute of stoppage time, Rayados scored a second away goal. Terrible marking from Columbus, by the way. You literally had one job in stoppage time. And yeah, now they're tied. But Rayados have two away goals. And for that, I don't really see Columbus moving on since now they have to go to the evil empire known as the Estadio BVBA, and no one survives there. Especially now that Zelarayan won't be there, since he got a yellow card and now he'll be suspended. Yeah, good job, Columbus. Yeah, and just like what the other Jason said yesterday about Atlanta and Toronto, it was fun while it lasted. Columbus. Portland versus Club America. America was all over Portland in the first half, especially in possession. And then a Club American player fell near the end of the box, and Club America were given a penalty. And Roger Martinez made it 1-0 in the first minute of stoppage time. And then, when all hope seemed lost for Portland, when they kinda did turn up the pace, they were awarded a penalty in the last second of stoppage time by a handball from Club America. And Felipe Mora made it 1-1 in the 7th minute of stoppage time to bring an important goal to keep fighting in the Stadio Azteca. But I mean, I don't really see them winning the fight, but at least they tried though.
Thanks, Jason. Now, you're probably wondering, where am I? The background looks completely different. Something very, very unusual to where I'm mostly at. You can see there's actually life in my room. Mostly when I'm in my house, there's nothing except that piece of paper. But yeah, that's literally the closest thing to life in my house. But to answer your question, I'm actually in the Lusabon country of Macau. That's not a country. That's a special autonomous region. Let me restart that. I'm actually in the Lusabon country of Portugal because I'm studying the history of Portugal. So then I can use that knowledge, use it for AP Euro. Why would I do that? Like, I'm gonna fail AP Euro. Like, I don't even know why. I do apologize if the upload is horrible. It's just mostly just once a month, maybe even 2 weeks. But yeah, if I'm not uploading, I'm mostly probably with family, very private stuff, and I'm just visiting and tourism spot because I do like visiting stuff and visiting tourism. So yes, I've said what I said. Now let's get to the real cake, which is Atlanta United versus Philadelphia Union. Now in 46 minutes, Sosa scores a tidy goal and does score his first career goal to give life to Atlanta before the second half. But then Shibelko again and scores for the fourth straight game in the 88th minute to end Atlanta's dreams. I mean, it was in the 88th minute, so it was already over. But you gotta give it to Philly. They played absolutely amazing. They created so much chances by the space left out by Atlanta United. And for Atlanta United, at least they played better in the first half and the second half as well. And it should be interesting seeing the Union in the next round, since you have to remember the next round doesn't start until August, and it is it's a huge leg up for the Union because they're gonna be in mid-season and they might have some transfers in the summer transfer to really help them out. But hey, for Atlanta, at least he didn't lose 3-1 on aggregate. Yeah. Oh man, rest in peace, Elaine. Maybe one day you'll make it past the quarterfinals. Toronto versus Kuru Susu. Now, I will say this: Toronto played better until the 26 minutes, but hey, they scored in the 17th minutes. Oh yeah, my bad. It was called offside. Uh, yeah, sorry. Anyways, the 27th minute, Angulo. I'm gonna say Angulo. He scores an amazing rocket that surely makes North Korea shy. You like that joke? I mean, North Korea. Gotta make that joke. No, he does make it 4-1 on aggregate. And after that, it was mostly Kuru Susu, and you can tell Toronto's confidence just disappeared after that goal. And they did have a little chances here on there, but it was Kuru Susu that just defense that just played a huge role and just did their job to keep it 1-0, and the game ended 1-0. Now, I'm gonna take it to tomorrow, Jason. But it should be interesting watching the next game tomorrow. Columbus Crew, Monterey. It's probably gonna be Monterey to be honest, and because they have fans now. Portland versus America. I'm going to America. I'm sorry, guys. Only one MLS team's making that. It was fun while it lasted, though. So, yeah. But like I said, it should be interesting watching the game on FS1 and FS2. Oh, I guess FS2. Anyways, back to you, Jason. Thanks, Jason. Let's just jump in to Columbus Crew versus Monterey. Where do I even begin? Mesa scores in the third and 26 minutes, and already Crew are already down by 2-0, and that's okay. There's still an hour left, and Elaine makes it 3 in the 71st minute with an amazing free kick. Look, Columbus had some pretty decent chances, but Monterey, they quickly overwhelmed them, and especially when you look at the stat, 21 shots and 11 shot on goals, while the Crew only had 6, and only 1 was a shot on target. So, yeah, I mean, you can tell that the Crew really did miss Zil Ryan, but hey, it was fun while it lasted for this team, and I don't know, maybe next time this joke will work again. But hey, it's alright. Maybe the super team, the one that was gonna win CONCACAF. Maybe next time, guys. It's alright, guys. Rest in peace, though. And finally, we have Portland versus Club America. 21st minute, Viñas scores, making it 2-1 on the aggregate. Then in the 57th minute, Club America is given a penalty after review from the referee. And Atanella, he does go in the right way, but he's a little too late. But unfortunately, it was 3-1 on the aggregate. The call for the penalty, I didn't really see it, but it's okay because it's 62nd minute. Penalty is given to Portland by a handball. I don't see it, to be honest. I really don't see it. But anyways, Valeri takes it, puts his team back on action, and gives a little hope. And I'm going to be honest with you, the ref is like my Wi-Fi, what I'm using right now. It's just god-awful. It's just god-awful. It's just strange. I hate it so much. But anyways, Valeri got his team back on action, but unfortunately, 69th minute, Suarez scores a goal. Surely puts the dagger on Portland's dreams. And Portland are out now. Club America, they will be going against Philadelphia Union. Should be interesting because I'm pretty sure Liga next season is like off season. I don't know. I'm mostly just paying attention to this current season, not next season. I don't know why, but yeah, should be interesting seeing Club America and Philadelphia Union in August, and maybe the next second leg, because you do have to remember the semifinals of the second leg happens a month after the first leg. So first leg, it's in August, next one is in September. I don't know why. Man, international duties, huh? And life would have been better with that format. I'm going to give my quick predictions, and then I'm going to head over to end the video now. And I'm just going to go back to bed. Anyways, for the Kuru Susu versus Rayados. I'm gonna go to Rayados. I'm not confident in Kuru Susu. What I saw with Rayados against Columbus was something special. It really was something special. So I gotta give it to them. But then again, you don't have to remember with the Crew. You do have to remember with the Crew. They're not in mid-season. They're pretty early, and they had injuries like Kevin Molino. He wasn't there. He wasn't even playing in any of the rounds. I see Rayados, Club America, Philadelphia Union. Listen, if Philadelphia Union is playing like they did in basically last rounds, and I go as far as the saying round of 16. Maybe they have a chance, but I don't know. I'm leaning into Club America, which I kind of don't want to because I really hate them. I can't forget Memo Shaw. What happened last season? He's a phony. Anyways, those are my predictions. It's gonna be sad leaving this tournament behind until August, but it is what it is. I'll see you guys next time. This is it for this video. Like and subscribe. If you don't, I'm quite disappointed, but it's okay. Just do it right now. It's free. It's free. No subscription, no nothing. And if you hate it, you can change your mind and unsubscribe. It's totally free as well. But anyways, like and subscribe. See you guys next time.